everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at some Kingdom Hearts action figures from Diamond Select Toys. We have Sora in his Tron outfit, and we also have Tron and Soldier. So I think these are pretty neat, as you can probably guess. I'm a big Tron fan. I've seen these Diamond Selects Kingdom Hearts toys around. I've never bought any before now, but the Tron figures were just too much to resist, so I had to jump in and grab them. I love the aesthetic here with the classic Tron look. I'd love to see one with the Tron Legacy look as well, but he wasn't really featured in any of the games, just the original Tron was. Well, that's not true, actually. They did do Tron Legacy in Dream Drop Distance. I can never get that out without screwing it up. But they did do Tron Legacy in that game, but Tron himself, well, he's Rinsler at the time. Spoilers, if you haven't seen Tron Legacy, it's been almost 10 years. It's a good film, you should check it out. Anyway, very excited to pick these up because, like I said, I am a huge Tron fan. Packaging wise, I would say very basic, light gray, not too exciting there. Taking a look on the back, again, it just says Kingdom Hearts, doesn't denote what game it's from, just the whole line of toys is Kingdom Hearts. This is apparently Series 3. So this set and this is obviously what we'll be taking a look at today. They do have a Black Coat Mickey and Assassin with Kingdom Key D. I'm guessing because it's the transposed color scheme. But this one says only at GameStop. I don't know if that means this pack is only at GameStop or this whole series is only at GameStop. That I'm not sure about, but that is where I found mine. You can see that they're about $20 a piece. Which I feel like when you can find these at Target, they're like $15. So it seems like GameStop is a little bit more expensive. But if they are exclusive to GameStop, you don't really have a choice. So gotta just grab them. But yeah, in any case, I'm gonna go ahead and get these two guys out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. So I gotta tell you, I'm actually pretty impressed with both of these figures. We'll start out first with the little Heartless guy, just to get him out of the way. But he's pretty nicely detailed. It's a little bit hard to see, even in person, but he does have some like light purple detailing on the navy blue, as you can see there on his back. But I feel like the head's done very well. Nice sculpting, nice paint. Now he's got limited articulation. The head can swivel from side to side, but there's no up and down. And then the arms can swivel, but there's no other articulation. The legs are solid. But I feel like, you know, he's got the Heartless symbol there. Looks pretty good. It's a decent little figure. I mean, considering he was just included as like a pack-in, you know, I feel like it's pretty good. Nice detail, good pose, limited articulation, but I mean, that's perfectly fine. I would have been fine if he was no articulation and just kind of had this pose and was just like a little PVC figure. I think they did a nice job with him. So I'm going to put him off to the side. We'll start first with Tron. I have to say, this is a really nice Tron figure. It's got a ton of articulation. It's got a ton of detail and paint applications. It's about, I would say it's about the same size as like a Star Wars Black Series. Or Marvel Legends, something like that. I think it looks pretty good. So let's see. Head sculpt, pretty great. I wouldn't say it looks like Bruce Boxleitner a ton, but it's not terrible. And I love even all the detail and paint on the helmet. It's got the disc on the back. Unfortunately, the disc cannot come off. I would have loved it if it could, but or even if he just came with a loose disc. But unfortunately, no. But head is on a ball joint, so you got side to side there, up and down. Shoulders move around. It is supposed to be able to go out to the side, but his kind of shoulder pads definitely hinder that. But there's a little bit of movement there. Now he has a swivel here, right here, and then he's got the 90 degree, not quite 90 degree, but he's got a bend in the elbow. But then there's also another swivel down here. So when you first get the figure, it might look like he doesn't have an elbow, but you have to swivel around until you can see it, and then you can bend it. So it is there. He does have an elbow. He's just got two swivels and an elbow. And then he does have a wrist swivel as well. And then he's got a waist swivel, which is very tight, so just be wary of that. Can kick to the front. Can kick out to the side. He's got two knee joints, which is pretty good. And then he's got the kind of typical, you can see there's a little bit of plastic shaving that I just have to get out of there. Well, I'll worry about it later. But he's got up and down hinge on the ankle, as well as a tilt side to side. So I think he's got a lot of nice articulation. Definitely more than I expected, I have to be honest. I did not think he would have this much articulation. It's really cool. Let's see if I can get the ankle tilt there. I don't want him to be too bow-legged, but let me see if I can turn this well. I'll work on posing his legs. But anyway, it's a nice figure, great articulation, and I'm really happy with it. So we'll take a look at Sora next. And I will say his elbow joints are kind of loose, and I think it's just because the Keyblade itself is very heavy. I'm going to put that off to the side for a moment, but they do a good job of, you know, creating a physical representation of Sora, but because of the way the character is designed, he just doesn't transfer as well to 3 dimensions as far as, like, you know, structural integrity of these ridiculously thin arms. But I will say that I think the face sculpt looks good. It's a little difficult to actually see his eyes underneath the helmet, but they are there, and they did a pretty good job. Even have these like weird bunny ears that he has in the game. So he has a head on a ball joint as well. The whole shoulder pad can move, and then they do have like a smaller hinge joint, and then I think this is connected with a ball joint as well. So there's a swivel there, and you can kind of move that around like that. You can swivel this. I believe this spins as well. Yeah, this can spin here. So the elbow joint can spin, and then also has a 90 degrees. And then you have a wrist swivel. He also has a waist swivel, just like Tron, and his legs are very similar to Tron, out to the side, kick forward. I believe here there's no knee. It does spin, but I think it just spins, and then you have kind of like a ball joint where the leg meets the sneaker. So you can get like a nice tilt and everything. So I definitely think it's a good looking figure, and he stands very well and looks great. Now as far as the Keyblade goes, I think it looks fantastic. That is the Tron Key Blade. The purple paint over here is very nice. Blue and gold over here, very cool. The only problem is he holds it well, but because, and I'm going to try it with this hand, this elbow is a little loose, unfortunately, on mine. And because of that, the Keyblade is very heavy, so those two things just don't mix. And it's a little difficult to get, and I will say, I think the thumb and the fingers are kind of painted together. So you just kind of have to break that, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm going to have to maybe cut that with an X-Acto knife or something, but you can see that the paint from the thumb to the finger is enclosing that, and you're never going to get this in. So let me go ahead and cut that with a knife real fast. Okay, so I just had to use like a little X-Acto knife to just kind of cut the paint in between the two fingers, and then you can go ahead and pop the Keyblade in. And it's not bad. He holds it fairly well. This, like I said, this elbow is a little bit stronger, so you can get a little bit better poses out of it. But unfortunately, the Keyblade is pretty heavy, and these elbow joints are just not super strong because, again, he just has crazy thin arms. So really, it's more of a character design flaw than it is them recreating it as a figure. I mean, not that he, like I said, it's a design that looks great in the game, but then when you try to make it physical, because it makes it so thin, it's a little difficult. But, I mean, him holding the Keyblade looks good. I like it. Definitely a fan. So I would say that both of these are great and definitely worth picking up. Let's not forget the little heartless guy. Like I said, as a big Tron fan, these two are definite musts for me. Now, I don't think I'm going to go out and buy every single every single action figure that Diamond Selects makes. They do have figure arts, though. The figure arts do look nice, so if figure arts is your neck of the woods, definitely they have Kingdom Hearts figure arts that look really good. But I think these are a nice alternative if you're just looking to pick up a couple characters. I mean, if you want to collect the whole line, by all means. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think for what they are and for what they cost, they're decent figures. Just me personally, I probably am not going to collect the entire line. I just really wanted to get these Tron characters. But I did notice there's kind of like a little catalog that comes with it, And you can see that there is a Goofy and a Sark as well. I think that's another 2-pack. So I'm going to have to look into that. I don't know why they don't make Donald then, though. He's the only one missing. I'm assuming that means that this Pete is a Walgreens exclusive, because obviously these other ones, this one's a GameStop exclusive, and I already have these two, so I think I mean, it almost makes it look like all of these are, but I think they must mean just the Pete. In any case, I think these are fun. If you're a Tron fan, I definitely recommend them. If you're just a Kingdom Hearts fan, I think they're good as well. I think Tron's a little bit better than Sora, only because of the elbow problem. And again, it's not really the action figure's fault. It's the action figure trying to take a game design and make it three-dimensional, and I think that's just, you know, it lends it to some design flaws there. But he holds the Keyblade well. It's a little difficult to get the Keyblade into his hand because the fingers close so like tightly, but you can just kind of pull them open and get it in there, and then they'll close back up. So the fingers are a little pliable. They're not going to break or anything like that. But yeah, I think these are fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.